French carmaker Renault could face a huge fine for cheating emissions tests. That's according to reports from the French media. Well, shareholders were alarmed by reports suggesting 900,000 vehicles could be affected, which led to Renault's shares falling by as much as 6% on Thursday. Well, Renault responded by saying it hadn't breached any rules. Well, let's go to the French capital, Paris now. Craig Capitas, our editor-at-large, is there waiting to give us his analysis. Craig, what's going on in France these days? Scandals, trials, and all over the place.
Well, you know, I hate to follow our friend Azar as the prince of pollution and darkness, but the situation here with Renault is quite different from the one we faced when we were driving down the road with Volkswagen and Fiat Chrysler with their emission scandals. French investigative judges here are saying that the entire chain of management at Renault, including Chief Executive Officer Carlos Ghosn, have been aware of this problem, and that in many of their models, the emissions have been some 300% or more higher than the legal limit. And what is doubly remarkable about this, Matt, is the French judges who are investigating this have evidence that they say leads them to, at this point, believe that this has been going on since 1990. That's 27 years, more than a quarter of a century.
And an important detail, Craig, is that the French government owns 20% of this company. You don't think that has anything to do with the tardiness of this, do you?
Well, you know, if it looks like a frog and jumps like a frog, it's usually a frog. France is a mercantilist country with a government that does everything in its power to protect its government investments. And Renault employs in the neighborhood of 100,000 people. And that question that you just asked has to be asked now here in Paris. Because if these judges are saying this has been going on for 27 years, then the government's been blinded by this.
Okay.
Remember, you know, this investigation happened only because in the wake of Volkswagen, where the government took 100 cars, 25 of which were Renault's, because they own 25% share of the market, and this is what they found.
Craig Capitas in Paris, thank you very much.